Good morning, students. So, before vacation, this will be our last chapter. The last chapter from our textbook in English, First Flight, and the name of the chapter is Two Stories About Flying. In this chapter, we'll study two stories. The first story, the name of the first story is His First Flight, and this is written by Liam O'Flaherty. And the second part of the story of this story will tell us about Black Aeroplane, and this is written by Frederick Frost. So, one by one, we'll study both the stories. Before moving further, for the first story, let me tell you something about the author, Liam O'Flaherty, who wrote the first story, His First Flight. So, he was an Irish novelist and a short story writer. He was born on 28 August 1896 and breathed last on 7 September 1984. He was born in a remote village of Got Nag Kapal in Gateway in 1908. He went to Rockwell College. He became a popular literary figure with his best-selling novel The Informer in 1925. And the next novel which gave him great success was Return of the Brute. Flaherty, he will always be remembered as a major voice in the Irish literary renaissance. Now, after about the author, we have to know about the characters which are involved in the story. So, in the first part of the story, His First Flight, we'll meet with two main characters. Here, first is young seagull. That young seagull, one who is unable to fly because of fear. And the others we'll meet is the family of seagull. 6 members are there in the family of seagull. Now, about the story. So, the chapter 2 story about flying, it is a combination of two inspiring stories, His First Flight and The Black Aeroplane. These stories show that bravery and cowardice are the relative terms. One should never lose hope while in danger, like the young seagull, and in the later part, the pilot on the plane. They both, the young seagull and the pilot, they both succeeded to achieve their aim when they tried hard to overcome with their fears. Now I request all of you to open your book on page number 32. Two stories about flying. We'll start on with the first story, His First Flight. So, the young seagull was alone on his ledge. Ledge का मतलब होता है a narrow horizontal shelf that is projecting from a wall or a cliff. So, the young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. Now, the story of a young seagull is being described over here. The young seagull, he was standing all alone on that hill. His two brothers and sister, they had already flown away a day before. He had been afraid to fly with them, and young seagull was there on the ledge because he was only fearful of flying, so he did not flew with his brother and sister. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wing, he became afraid. यहाँ पे अब ये बताया जा रहा है कि when he tried to take a flight when he took a little forward, when he ran a little forward and he came at the edge of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, at that moment only the fear overcame him and he got afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. What he could see from that cliff? He could see that there was a great sea that was stretching beneath that cliff, and that also it was quite down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would not support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. So, when he saw downwards, he felt that his wings they won't support him, and he thought that he would not be able to fly. So, he ran back and did not flap his wings further. He went back to the place, to the little hole where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away. Now, here, the writer is telling us that even though his brothers and sister, who were having shorter wings than his, they came to the brink, they flapped their wings and flew away. Still, he failed. He himself failed to muster up courage. Muster up courage means to gather the courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. He simply was afraid of taking that one single step for which he was quite desperate. His father and mother had come around. Now, all of you turn to page number 33. Calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. So now, already his father and his mother, they were calling him in a very shrilly voice. Upbraiding him means they were scolding him. Threatening also him. They were threatening him that they would starve him on the ledge unless he flew away. But still, he considered his life much more important than flying. So he did not move. The next paragraph. That was 24 hours ago. And that was the scenario. That was also 24 hours before. Since then, nobody had come near him. And since last 24 hours, none of his brother or sister or mother or father came near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sisters, perfecting them in the art of flight. From that day before, he had noticed, he had watched that his parents were flying with his brother and sister so that they could be perfect in the art of flying. Teaching them how to skim the waves. Skim means to move lightly above some surface. So father and mother, they were teaching his brothers and sisters how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish and how to move inside the water to catch the fish. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it. Herring means it is a kind of fish, a soft finned sea fish. Herring is a kind of fish, and devour is eat at a great speed. So he had in fact seen his older brothers, they were catching the fish and eating it, standing on a rock while his parents circled around him, raising a proud crackle. Crackle means sound. And in the process of his brother catching the fish and eating it, his parents, they were circling around him, they were moving around him, and they were making a sound as if they were praising their son. And all the morning, the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. Now, the whole morning, the whole family, they were walking about on the big plateau, and from there they were taunting him for his cowardice act, for his not flying with them. The next paragraph. The sun was now ascending the sky. The sun was now coming out on the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. Blazing means burning. On that ledge it was facing south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Now, the young seagull was quite hungry as he has not eaten anything since the previous night. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge and, standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other. So now he stepped slowly out towards the edge of the ledge, and he stood there on one leg, hiding his another leg under the wing. He closed first his one eye and then the other eye also. Now turn to page number 34. And pretended to be falling asleep. While doing this gesture, now he pretended to be falling asleep. Still they took no notice of him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their neck. Though the young seagull, he was giving the gesture that he had fallen asleep, but still the whole family member, they did not take a notice of him. Then from there only he saw that his two brothers and sisters, they were lying on the plateau and they were feeling sleepy. They were keeping their heads sunk into their neck. His father was preening. Preening means making an effort to maintain feathers. The feather on his white back. His father was also busy in maintaining his feathers. Only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau. So none other than his mother was keeping an eye on him. Only she was watching him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau. Her white breast thrust forward. Her white breast was to be shown to the young seagull. Now and again she tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. So every now and then she was tearing a piece of the fish that was lying down on her feet, and then after that she was rubbing each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. So when he saw the food, he got mad. He loved to tear the food, tear fish with his beak, and how he loved to sharpen his beak to tear that fish. Ga, 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 he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Now he started speaking out, ga, 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 as if he was begging from his mother to give him some food. Ga, call, ah, she screamed back derisively. Derisively means mockingly. She screamed back as if she was scolding him, but he kept calling plaintively. In a very sorrowful manner, he still kept on calling her, and after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. और 1 मिनट के बाद ही उसने एक अजीब सी joyful सी scream दी. His mother had picked up a piece of the fish and was flying across to him with it. वो खुशी की चीख क्यों थी? Because he saw that his mother had picked up a piece of the fish and was flying across to him, coming to him. He leaned out. Leaned out means he knelt down on his leg. Means to take the food from mother's beak. Now turn to page number 35. Eagerly tapping the rock with his feet. Tapping means beating very lightly. Trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. When he noticed that the mother was coming towards her, he also very eagerly, beating the rock, he leaned forward just to take the food from her. but when she was just opposite to him, she halted. But जैसे ही वो उसके बिल्कुल opposite खड़ी थी, she stopped. Her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak, and the food which was there in the mother's beak was now within his reach. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer. So, the mother had already halted. The food which was there in mother's beak did not reach the young seagull. He was surprised. He was wondering why the mother was not coming nearer, as he was quite mad with hunger. So, when the mother stopped there and he also was kneeling forward, so he dived at the fish as he was very hungry. So he dived for the fish which was there in mother's beak. With a loud scream, he fell outward and downwards into the space, and as he was kneeling from the brink of the ledge, so with a loud scream, now he fell outwards and downwards. He was getting into the space. Then a monstrous terror seized him. Then a very fearful terror caught him, and his heart stood still. And his heart was still. It was not beating for some moment. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. He was telling that he could hear nothing, but that feeling, it lasted only for a minute. The next moment he felt his wings spread outwards. अगले ही क्षण उसे क्या लगने लगा? That his wings were spreading outward. The wind rushed against his breast feathers, then under his stomach and against his wings. He was able to cross from that wind. He was able to stretch out his feathers. The wind was crossing from his feathers, then from his stomach and against his wings. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. Now he could feel कि उसके जो wings की tip हैं, they were cutting the air. He was not falling headlong now. Headlong means with head downwards. So now he was not falling with his head downwards. He was soaring gradually downwards and outwards. He was flying upward, gradually going downwards and outwards. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. Dizzy का मतलब है an uncomfortable feeling of spinning around and losing one's balance. So now he was not afraid. He was simply feeling a bit dizzy. Then he flapped his wings once again and he soared upwards. Ga 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 call ah. So now as he was able to flap his wings, he was soaring high. Then now out of happiness he spoke out ga ga ga, and his mother swooped past him, means bounced. Swooped means bounced. His mother was also very near to him, making a loud noise. Mother was also making a very loud noise. He answered her with another scream. The young seagull also answered on mother's scream. Then his father flew over him screaming. Then he noticed that his father was also flying with him, and he was also screaming. He saw his two brothers and his sister flying around him, curveting and banking and soaring and diving. Curveting means leaping like a horse, and banking means flying with one wing higher than the other. So as it was his first flight, he saw that his mother, his father, his brothers and sister, they all were supporting him in that crucial time. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly, and commended himself to dive and soar and curve, shrieking shrilly. Then he forgot, वो भूल गया कि इसके पहले he was not able to fly, and praised himself. Commended means praised. So he praised himself to dive and soar and take each and every curve. So he shrieked in a shrill manner. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. अब हमारा यहाँ पे जो young seagull था, he was very near the sea now. He was flying straight over it. वो उसके ऊपर सीधे उड़ रहा था. Facing straight out over the ocean. वो बिल्कुल straight ocean की तरफ जा रहा था. He saw a vast green sea beneath him. उसने अपने नीचे क्या देखा? A vast green sea with little ridges. Ridges means wavy edges. Moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. Cawed means make his sound. So now, when he saw the green sea beneath him with wavy edges, he turned his beak at the sides and once again made a sound. His parents and his brothers and sister had landed on this green flooring ahead of him. Then he noticed that already his family members, they have landed on that green flooring. Green flooring means green sea. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. They were signaling to him and calling out in a shrilling manner. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. अब हमारे young seagull ने अपने legs को drop किया so that he could stand on that green sea. His legs sank into it. अब he was quite surprised कि why he was not able to stand on that green sea. So he found that his legs were sinking inside. He once again was caught in fright. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. वो फिर डर गया और उसने अब अटेम्प्ट किया कि वो वापस अपने विंग्स के ऊपर उड़ता रहे. But he was tired and weak with hunger and he could not rise. लेकिन he was quite tired and quite weak with hunger, so he was not able to fly back again. Exhausted. Turn to page number 36. By the strange exercise, his feet sank into the green sea. As the young seagull, he was quite exhausted with the exercise of flying from the brink of the ledge to the sea. So he was quite exhausted and was not in the condition to fly back. So his feet, they kept on sinking in the green sea. And then his belly touched it. अब उसका जो पेट था, belly, that also touched the green sea. And he sank no further. और उसके बाद उसके पानी के अंदर वो आगे नहीं जा पाया. He did not sink inside any further. He was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scrapes of dogfish. So now he felt that now he was not sinking. He was floating on the water. And then he noticed that his family members, they were very near to him. They were screaming, they were praising him, and their beaks were giving him the pieces of dogfish, because he has made his first flight. He has overcome his fear. So students, I hope you have able to understood this first part of the story. Thank you very much.